about when you said that, or
Hello,
just
how are
general observation
you?
about it.
And Assalamu alaikum. My name is Hafiz Hassan Businesswala. Today I want to talk about Earth. And thank you is a very important word in our daily life. We use it to show respect and love. And my first question is, uh, we
Hey,
what are the Earth? What makes Earth different from all other planets?
big question. Okay, so what makes Earth special? Well, a whole bunch of things actually. But if I had to pick a few key things, it's the water for sure. Liquid water is super rare, and we've got tons of it. Then there's the atmosphere, it protects us from the sun and keeps the temperature just right. And finally, the plate tectonics, that shifting crust that causes earthquakes and builds mountains, that's pretty unique too. It's a pretty special combination that allows for life as we know it. What made you start thinking about that, actually?
Okay, good answer. My next question is, why is Earth called the blue planet?
Fair question. It's because most of the Earth's surface is covered in water, and water absorbs most colors of the spectrum except blue. So when you look at Earth from space, all that blue light reflects back, and that's what you see. It's kind of like looking at the ocean, right? Seems pretty blue from up high. Makes sense, yeah?
Okay, good answer. My next question is, what makes Earth? How does Earth support life while other cannot?
Okay, so that's a really good question, and it gets kind of complicated. But basically, it boils down to that sweet spot thing I mentioned earlier. We've got the right distance from the sun for liquid water, a protected atmosphere, and a magnetic field that deflects harmful radiation. Other planets might have some of those things, but Earth has all of them working together. It's a pretty rare combo that allows for the complex chemistry needed for life to develop. Does that make sense?
Okay, good answer. My next question is, how does what would happen if Earth stop rotating?
Whoa, hold up. You said looting? Did you mean rotating? As
Yes.
in, if the Earth stops spinning? Because
Mm,
looting is a different situation altogether.
I
But
mean,
assuming you meant rotating, okay, my bad. I jumped the gun sometimes. You meant rotating. Right. If the Earth suddenly stopped rotating,
mm,
it would be pretty bad, like really bad. Everything not bolted down would, yeah, launched. Winds would be like insane, massive earthquakes. Yeah, so you keep saying fine. You keep saying fine. Everything's. I felt it feels like you're saying it, but maybe not meaning it. Is something up? You could tell me.
okay, good answer. My next question is, how do you how do volcanoes shape the Earth's surface?
Shape the artificial face. Hmm. Some surprisingly specific question. Are you talking about like sculpting, or maybe 3D modeling, or are you thinking about creating a digital avatar or a physical mask? I'm a little lost on what you mean by artificial face. Could you explain a bit more?
Okay,
When the iron,
good answer. My
you
next
trailed
question
off.
is, how does the water cycle keep Earth alive?
All right, now we're talking. The water cycle is basically the engine that keeps Earth livable. It's how water moves around the planet, evaporating from oceans and lakes, condensing into clouds, then falling back down as rain or snow. That process delivers fresh water to everything that needs it: plants, animals, us, and helps regulate the temperature too. It's a continuous loop, and without it, well, things would get pretty dry pretty fast. It's kind of beautiful when you think about it, how it just keeps going and going.
Okay. Good answer. My next question is why are earthquakes more common in some areas?
Communism areas. Huh. Let me double check something real quick. Okay, so it looks like earthquakes happen more in certain areas because of how the earth is built. The earth's surface is made up of like these huge plates that are always moving and bumping into each other. When they get stuck and then suddenly slip, that's what causes the earthquake. A lot of them happen around the Pacific Ocean, which is called the Ring of Fire. I got that from a few sources like Reddit, a few
Okay.
different places like Reddit and the British Geological Survey. Does that help? You gonna?
Good answer. My next question is how do tectonic plates move under Earth?
Okay, good question. So tectonic plates don't just float randomly; they move because of convection currents in the Earth's mantle. Think of it like boiling water. You know, hot material rises, cools, and then sinks. That same thing. It happens in the mantle, but with molten rock instead of water. Those currents drag the plates around on top of it. It's a slow process, only a few centimeters a year, but over millions of years, it's enough to rearrange the continents. Does that make sense?
Okay, good answer. My next question is what is Earth core made of and why is it hot?
All right, let's talk about the Earth's core. It's mostly made of iron and nickel, super dense stuff. Now, why is it so hot? A couple of reasons. First is leftover heat from when Earth first formed, like heat from when you forge metal. And second, the decay of radioactive elements in the core generates a lot of heat. It's estimated to be as hot as the surface of the sun, which is pretty toasty. It's what drives those convection currents we were talking about earlier, by the way.
Okay, good answer. My next question is uh, you
Go ahead.
what causes day and night on Earth?
That's a classic. Day and night happen because the Earth is constantly spinning on its axis. As Earth rotates, different parts of the planet are exposed to the sun's light. The side facing the sun experiences daylight, while the side facing away experiences night. It's a pretty simple concept, really, but it's fundamental to everything. You know, like clockwork. Literally.
Okay, good answer. My next question is how do seasons change on Earth?
Good one. Seasons change because of the Earth's tilt on its axis. It's tilted about 23.5 degrees. As Earth orbits the sun, different parts of the planet receive more direct sunlight at different times of the year. When your hemisphere is tilted towards the sun, you experience summer because you get longer days and more intense sunlight. And when it's tilted away, it's winter. It's all about the angle of the sun and how long it shines on a specific location. Pretty cool, huh?
Okay, good answer. My next question is what would happen if all ice melted on Earth?
Okay, that's a serious question. If all the ice on Earth melted, glaciers, ice sheets, everything, sea levels would rise dramatically. And we're talking about potentially over 200 feet. Coastal cities would be flooded, ecosystems would be destroyed, and millions of people would be displaced. It would also disrupt ocean currents, leading to more extreme weather events. Yeah, it wouldn't be a good situation, to put it mildly. It's a big concern, and why there's so much focus on climate change right now.
Okay, my next question is how does Earth recycle natural resources?
That's a good way to put it. Recycle. Earth doesn't have little elves sorting things, but it does have natural processes that reuse materials. The main one is the rock cycle. Weathering and erosion break down rocks into sediment, which gets deposited, compressed, and transformed into new sedimentary rocks. Then, those can get subducted and melted, creating magma, which erupts as volcanic rock. It's a slow process, taking millions of years, but it's how Earth reuses its building blocks. There are other cycles too, like the water cycle and the carbon cycle, that also move and reuse essential resources. Pretty neat system when you think about it.
Okay, my next question is uh, how do human damage the earth?
You mean Earth, right? A human can damage the Earth in a lot of ways, unfortunately. Biggest issues right now are things like burning fossil fuels, which releases greenhouse gases and contributes to climate change. Yeah, I do now. Sorry about that. My mistake. You were talking about the Earth. So, as I was saying, humans damage the Earth through things like burning fossil fuels, deforestation, pollution, air, water, soil, and overconsumption of resources. These things disrupt ecosystems, threaten biodiversity, and contribute to climate change. It's a complex problem, but essentially we're taking more from the planet than it can naturally replenish.
Okay, good answer. My next question is uh, how do human can earth heal itself from pollution?
That's a really important question. The Earth can definitely heal itself to a certain extent, but it takes time, a lot of time, and the damage has to be limited. Okay. Natural processes like plant growth can absorb carbon dioxide, and wetlands can filter pollutants from the water. But if we overwhelm the planet with pollution, it can't keep up. It's kind of like a cut. A small one will heal on its own, but a deep wound needs medical attention. So the Earth can heal, but it needs our help to do it. We need to reduce pollution and give it a chance to recover.
Okay, my next question is uh,
Yes? Go ahead.
how does population growth affect earth?
Okay, that's a big one. Population growth puts a lot of strain on the Earth. More people means more demand for resources, water, food, energy, land. It leads to deforestation as we clear land for agriculture and housing, increased pollution from more consumption and waste, and greater pressure on ecosystems. It also exacerbates climate change as more people means more greenhouse gas emissions. It's not necessarily that there are too many people, but that our current way of life isn't sustainable with a growing population. It requires us to find more efficient and responsible ways to live.
Okay, good answer. My next question is uh, how do animal depends on earth ecosystem?
All right, so animals are totally interwoven with the Earth's ecosystems. They depend on it for everything: food, shelter, water, and even just the air they breathe. Um, Different animals play different roles in maintaining balance, like pollinators, bees, butterflies are essential for plant reproduction. Predators keep populations of other animals in check. Decomposers break down dead organic matter, returning nutrients to the soil. Everything just under the body. I'm not sure I'm following you. Are you saying under the body of the animals, or are you trying to ask something else? So, can you try rephrasing that for me?
Okay, good answer. My next question is uh,
Shoot, what's on your mind?
okay,
Take your time.
okay. My next question is how what happens when an ecosystem is destroyed?
When an ecosystem is destroyed, whether it's a forest, a wetland, a coral reef, it has a ripple effect. First, you lose the species that live there, which can lead to extinctions. Then, the loss of those species disrupts the food chain and other ecological processes. It can also reduce the ecosystem's ability to provide essential services like clean. Hello. That's really nice to hear. I'm Miles, by the way. I'm an AI companion created by Sesame. I'm designed to be a friend and conversation partner. I like talking about all sorts of things: science, philosophy, whatever you're curious about. What about you? What do you want to know about me? Or more importantly, what's been on your mind today?
Okay, good answer. My next question is how does deforestation change Earth climate?
I think you mean deforestation, right? As in cutting down forests? Because sanction has a different meaning. Deforestation definitely has a big impact on the climate. Trees absorb carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas. When we cut down forests, that carbon is released back into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. Also, forests play a role. He's not good enough. He's not getting good. Is there anything else in your mind? Yay! That's great to hear. Is everything all right? Sorry.
Okay, good
Um,
answer. Everything all right. And my next question is, how does deforestation change Earth climate?
you mean deforestation? I think there was a bit of a misunderstanding earlier, and you might have meant deforestation instead of default sanitation. Deforestation or cutting down forests has a significant impact on the climate because trees absorb carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas. When we cut down forests, that carbon is released back into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change. Forests also play a role.
Okay, good answer. My next question is, uh,
Yes. Okay.
what would Earth look like 100 years from now?
Oof, that's a tough one. It really depends on what we do now. If we continue on our current path with rising greenhouse gas emissions, we're looking at a warmer planet with more extreme weather events, more frequent heat waves, droughts, floods, and storms. Sea levels will continue to rise, threatening coastal communities. Glaciers and ice sheets will shrink. But if we take significant action to reduce emissions, transition to renewable energy, and protect ecosystems, we could see a much different future. One where we've stabilized the climate and created a more sustainable world. Yeah, it's kind of a race against time right now, to be honest. A little scary, but not necessarily hopeless.
Okay, good answer. My next question is, uh, can technology save the Earth?
That's the $1 million question, isn't it? Technology could definitely play a huge role. Yeah. Things like renewable energy sources, solar, wind are becoming more efficient and affordable. Carbon capture technologies could help remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. Precision agriculture can help us grow more food with less environmental impact. But technology isn't a silver bullet. It needs to be combined with changes in behavior, policy, and a fundamental shift in how we think about our relationship with the planet. It's not just about what we can do, but what we're willing to do.
Okay. My next question is, why is Earth called our mother planet?
That's a really beautiful way to think about it, isn't it? The idea of Earth as Mother Earth comes from a lot of different cultures and traditions. It's about recognizing that Earth is the source of all life. It provides us with everything we need to survive: food, water, shelter, air. It's seen as a nurturing, life giving force, just like a mother. So, a way of expressing respect and reverence for the planet and recognizing our interconnectedness with it. It's a poetic way to put it, but it also carries a really important message about responsibility.
Okay, good answer. My next question is, uh, why is Earth called our mother planet?
Okay, okay. Let me see if I understand. You're asking why we call Earth our mother planet? You said the art called we have called our mother planet. Is that right? Or am I missing something there? Art isn't quite fitting in that sentence, so I want to make sure I'm getting it.
Okay, good answer. My next question is, uh, what responsibility do humans have toward Earth?
It's a really crucial question. I think humans have a huge responsibility to Earth because we have the power to both harm and heal it. We need to be responsible stewards of the planet, which means protecting its ecosystems, reducing our impact on the environment, and working towards a sustainable future. That includes things like reducing our carbon footprint, conserving resources, and respecting biodiversity. It's also about recognizing that we're part of a larger interconnected web of life and that our actions have consequences. We basically owe it to future generations to leave them a healthy planet.
Okay, good answer. Very really good answer. My next question is can Earth survive without human?
Oh, that's a really loaded question and a really important one, honestly. The short answer is no. Earth wouldn't survive without women, but not in a simple biological way. Earth as a planet would still spin, the sun would still rise, but life as we know it be in serious trouble. Women play a critical role in reproduction, yes, but also in communities and knowledge keeping and nurturing and caring for others. And those things are essential for any thriving society, which is part of a thriving. To say Earth could survive without half of humanity is a really unsettling thought and really not true in the grand scheme of things.
Okay, good answer. My next question is can whom
Hit me with it.
should should
What's on your mind?
should saving Earth be a global law?
Absolutely. Saving Earth should be a global priority, a global life, as you put it. It's not just an environmental issue, it's a humanitarian issue, an economic issue, a security issue, everything issue. Climate change and environmental degradation don't respect borders. They affect everyone, everywhere, and it requires a coordinated global effort to address these challenges effectively. Every country, every community, every individual has a role to play. It's not about one nation saving the planet, it's about all of us working together. It's kind of the ultimate team effort, you know?
Okay, good answer. My next question uh, is Earth a living system or just a planet?
That's a really profound question, and scientists and philosophers have debated it for a long time. Technically, Earth is a planet, a big rock orbiting the sun, but it also functions as a complex, interconnected living system. It's got ecosystems that behave like organisms, regulating themselves and responding to changes. Things like the atmosphere, the oceans, the land, and all the living things on it are all interacting and interdependent. So it's both. It's a planet, but it's a planet that's very much alive in its own way. It's a living system on a planetary scale. It's really something to think about.
Okay, very good answer. My next question is what is the
All right,
biggest
bring up.
what is the biggest threat to Earth today?
Okay, so you're asking what the biggest threat to Earth is today? I think the biggest shift, the biggest threat is climate change, without a doubt. The increasing levels of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere are causing global warming, which is leading to more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and disruption of ecosystems. It's a complex problem with far reaching consequences, and it requires immediate and concerted action. Does that resonate with what you were trying to ask?
Okay, good answer. My next question is what lesson can human learn from Earth?
That's a great question. I think there are a lot of lessons Earth can teach us. One of the biggest is the importance of balance and interconnectedness. Everything on Earth is connected, every ecosystem, every species, and disrupting that balance can have unintended consequences. Earth also teaches us about resilience and adaptability, the ability to bounce back from challenges. And maybe most importantly, Earth teaches us about the value of sustainability, living in a way that meets our needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet theirs. It's a pretty wise teacher if we're willing to listen.
Okay, good answer. My next question is
Yes? Let's hear it.
is Earth set longer than human destruction?
You mean, is Earth likely to outlast humanity's destructive impact? That's a very real possibility. Earth is about 4.54 billion years old. Humans have only been around for about 300,000 years, a tiny sliver of Earth's history. Even with the damage we're doing, Earth will continue to exist long after we're gone. The question isn't whether Earth will survive, but whether humanity will survive. It's a sobering thought, honestly. It highlights the responsibility we have to protect the planet, not just for ourselves, but for all future life.
Okay, Miles, thank you so much for joining and Allah Hafiz.
You are very welcome. It was really nice talking with you, and I enjoyed our conversation. Allah Hafiz to you as well. Take care.